These are your Unit 3A, Day 7B notes. We are going to continue to work on solving equation standard 2B, but now there are going to be variables on both sides. Here are the step-by-step directions to solve these type of problems. The first thing is we need to draw a line down the equal sign. This is just to help you stay organized. So we will do that right there. Beautiful. Now the next step is to distribute if needed. We cannot distribute, and there's nothing to distribute here either. So we move on to the next step. Combine like terms on each side of the equation if present. There is nothing on this side to combine, and there's nothing on this side to combine. Okay? We do have like terms, but they are on opposite sides of the equation, so we're not doing anything with that yet. If one side of the equation is being divided, undo the fraction by multiplying both sides by the denominator. Neither side of the equation is being divided, so we are going to move on to the next step. If there are variables on both sides of the equation, look at variables on both sides. So I know this rule is important. Move the smallest variable through addition or subtraction. So we have a negative 2x and a positive 2x. Negative 2x is smaller, so I need to get rid of that. In order to make that 0, I need to add, because negative 2 plus positive 2 is equal to 0. So I'm going to add 2x to this side. Whatever I do to one side, I must do to the other. So plus 2x. Negative 2x plus positive 2x is 0, so that's gone. And I'm simply left with negative 6 on this side, so I need to write that down, negative 6. And on this side, I have a 2x plus 2x, and that is equal to 4x. And then I need to write down the rest of the equation that I have not touched, which is my plus 10. Perfect. Now I need to solve using the steps for a typical equation. So undo addition or subtraction, and then undo division or multiplication. So I'm looking at this equation right here. I have negative 6 equals 4x plus 10. I see addition to undo. So I'm going to undo my addition by subtracting. We always do the opposite. Plus 10 minus 10. Whatever I do to one side, I must do to the other side. Now we have a plus 10 and a minus 10 is equal to 0, so that's gone. And I'm simply left with 4x. And we have negative 6 minus 10, and that is equal to negative 16. So we have negative 16 is equal to 4x. The next thing we need to do is to undo division or multiplication. We have 4 times x, so we are going to undo our multiplication by dividing. So I'm going to divide both sides by 4. 4 divided by 4, and negative 16 divided by 4. 4 divided by 4 is equal to x, and negative 16 divided by 4 is equal to negative 4. So my answer is negative 4 is equal to x. Okay, please make sure that you have copied all of this into your notes. Next, we are going to complete this problem. We need to follow the same steps. So the first thing we need to do is to draw a line down the equal sign. So let's do that. Draw a line down the equal sign. Next, we distribute if needed. I can see right here I have 7 times the quantity 5x minus 4. We have a number touching a parentheses. So that means I'm multiplying this by everything in here. So I have to distribute. 7 times 5 is 35x, and 7 times negative 4 is negative 28, and then I cannot forget the rest of my equation, so I'm going to write my minus 1, and that is equal to 14 minus 8. Perfect. So I've done my distribution. Next, I combine like terms on each side of the equation if present. So I'm going to look at this side of the equation first. I have a 35x minus 28 minus 1. Well, minus 28 and minus 1, those are whole numbers. So because these are both numbers with no variables, they are constant and they are like terms. So I need to combine them. Negative 28 minus 1 is equal to negative 29. I need to write the rest of the equation down. It doesn't just disappear, so I still have my 35x over here, and that is equal to 14 minus 8x. I haven't done anything with this side because there are no like terms to combine over here. We have a number and a variable. Now I'm moving on to the next step. If one side of the equation is being divided, undo the fraction by multiplying both sides by the denominator. Neither side is being completely divided, so I can skip that part. Now, if there are variables on both sides of the equation, move the smallest variable through addition or subtraction. Okay, so I look right here and I can see I have a variable here and a variable here. Negative 8x is smaller than 35x, so I'm going to move this over here. In order to do that, I have to do the opposite, so instead of subtracting 8x, I am going to add 8x to both sides. So plus 8x and plus 8x. Now, we'll start over here. If we have a negative 8x and a positive 8x, we are left with nothing. So the only thing I have on this side of the equation is the number 14. And we have 35 plus 8 is equal to 43. So I have a 43x, and I can't forget the rest of the equation that's there. So 43x minus 29 is equal to 14. Next, I need to undo any addition or subtraction. So I look over here, I have 43x minus 29. I have subtraction, so I'm going to undo my subtraction by adding 29 to both sides. So plus 29 and plus 29. Negative 29 plus positive 29 is equal to 0, so this is gone. And I'm simply left with 43x on this side. And I'm gonna, okay, 43x, I just rewrote it, and that is equal to 14 plus 29, and 14 plus 29 is also equal to 43. So right now I have 43x is equal to 43. Now my final step is to undo any division or multiplication. I have 43 times x, so in order to get x by itself, I have to do the opposite, which is divide. So 43x divided by 43 leaves me with simply x, and 43 divided by 43 is equal to 1. So x is equal to 1. And something you can do if you are feeling a little bit unsure is once you have your answer, remember you can always plug this back in, substitute it in, and see if you get the same answer on this side as you do on this side. If you do, you know you did it correctly, okay? So don't be afraid to check your work by plugging your variable into the equation. All right, we have one more problem. I do want you to pause the video and try this one on your own. I know this is difficult and it's new, but just try, and you have the step-by-step directions right here, okay? So pause the video and try. Okay, hopefully you had a chance to try this on your own. We have negative 2x minus 9 is equal to 4x minus 39. My first step is to draw a line down the center so that I have my two sides of the equation separated. Next, I check for distribution, nothing to distribute. Following that, I check for like terms, no like terms on this side, and no like terms on this side. So now I move on and check, is this entire side of the equation being divided? Nope. Is this entire side of the equation being divided? Nope. So I can move on from that step, and now I'm here. If there are variables on both sides, variable here and a variable here, we move the one that is smaller. So I have a negative 2x. I need to move that over here. The only way I can do that is by doing the opposite. So since I'm subtracting that 2x, what I need to do is add that 2x, because that's going to make that equal to 0. So once I add 2x to this side, then I'm going to add 2x to this side. Negative 2x plus 2x is 0, like I said, so this is gone. And 4 plus 2x is equal to 6x. So 4x plus 2x is equal to 6x, so I have a 6x on this side. Now that I've done that, I'm going to record the rest of the equation I haven't used yet. So we have a minus 9 is equal to 6x minus 39. Now, I need to undo any addition or subtraction. I can see I have a 6x minus 39. My goal is to get my variable by itself, so I need to undo the subtraction. In order to do that, I'm going to add 39 to both sides. So I add 39 to both sides. Negative 39 plus positive 39 is equal to 0, so this is gone. Negative 9 plus 39 is equal to 30. So I have a 30 on this side, and 30 is equal to whatever's left over here, which is my 6x. Now, in order to get my variable by itself, I need to undo my multiplication. So I have 6 times x, so I'm going to do the opposite, which is I'm going to divide both sides by 6. 30 divided by 6 is equal to 5. And 6 divided by 6 is equal to 1. So I'm simply left with x. So 5 is equal to x. And hopefully you got that answer. If not, that's okay. We'll keep practicing. All right. Please make sure that you have the correct information recorded in your notes. Your notes are no good to you if you have the wrong information. Okay, so here it is. Pause the video, make sure this is all written down accurately, and then I will see you in class tomorrow.